Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and today I'm gonna be showing you guys everything that I pack in my luggage for a 2-week trip to China. But first, can we please take a moment to appreciate this cheap haul that I got last time I was in China? It's literally like perfect for a casual summer day because it kind of looks like denim, but I just wanted to take a moment because she's perfect. So first, I'm gonna show you guys everything that I pack into my carry-on because the flight to Shanghai from LAX, which is where I'm leaving from, it's like 12 hours total. And you know those guys on TikTok that like raw dog the flights and they literally just go in the flight, no water, no headphones, no nothing. They sit in their chair and dissociate for like 12 hours. I'm trying to do the opposite of that. I want to be entertained. I want my skin to be moisturized when I leave and I just want to be glowing. I want it to be a good experience throughout. So let me just show you everything in my carry-on first. I have my Swiss backpack. It's not really super cute, but I love this backpack because it has so many like little compartments inside and I can stay really organized throughout my flight because I hate being in the airplane and not being able to find something, having to reach below the seat in front of me and like rummaging for something that I'm looking for. I like to keep all my electronics on my person when I'm traveling because they're just a few of the items that I don't really don't want to get lost or damaged. So some things that I keep in the main compartment are my iPad, which I will definitely download some Netflix movies and reality TV shows for the flight. And then I have this little bag for my digicam and all of my digicam accessories. So I just have the digicam itself, the battery charger, an extra battery, an extra SD card, and then I just have the converter that converts the SD card data directly into my iPhone so I can just download my camera like photos on the go. The next thing that is a need for all flights, in my opinion, is noise canceling headphones. I just have my Apple Pro Maxes that I use during all of my flights. And then this might be a little bit extra, but I also bring my AirPods so that I can, like when these ones run out of battery, I'll start using these and I'll charge these. And then when these start running out of battery, I'll do the opposite so that I never am alone with my thoughts. I'll also bring a portable charger with me. I don't have mine right now, but I'll fully charge it the night before the flight and I'll bring it with me. And then this is so extra, but I have this cube. I have this like surge protector cube that I like to bring whenever I go on vacation to foreign countries, because usually you have to buy the special adapter for your country's plug. And then you can only charge one thing at a time because you don't want to buy more adapters. So whenever I get to the country that I'm going to, I buy one of the adapters and then I plug this thing in so that I can charge all my devices at once. Then for entertainment purposes, I have a murder mystery book that I have not started, but Book Talk put me on to this. So I'm super excited to read it. Hopefully it makes the time pass faster. Since this is gonna be a 12-hour flight where I will be eating, sleeping, and basically spending an entire day on the plane, I make sure to pack all of my little hygiene and travel skincare essentials into my little travel case. So let's just go through everything. This is also just the travel case that I will be using throughout my entire trip. So it might be a little bit excessive, but I'm not gonna be using all of it during the flight. For oral hygiene, I have my toothbrush, my mini toothpaste, and also my flossers. Okay, starting off, oh my gosh, I love showing people my little travel size things because I love just miniature things. I think they're so cute. We have the Youth Power Cream, the Advanced Night Repair Serum, and the Revitalizing Eye Cream. And then I just have some of these little empty containers that I like to fill with my current skincare faves. These are just old containers that I got from when I bought full sizes of things and they just gave me like a sample. For this one, I just filled it with some Aquaphor for when I get dry skin because I have eczema. For this little jar, it says Bobbi Brown on it, but I'm just gonna fill it with my collagen jelly cream from Medicube. This used to be the Laneige sleeping mask, but I'm just gonna fill it with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost serum. And then I have this little travel size of the manual cleansing oil. And I used to love this product so much. I used up like 2 full containers of it. But since then, after using it all up, I've been just replacing it with my new current favorite oil cleanser that I get from Muji. So I literally just go like that. There's a hole in the top and I just put this little nozzle into the hole and then I just pump it in there until it's full again. Ta-da! The 2 full-size serums that I'm bringing are ones that I really like. It's the Torridin Dive-In Serum and also the Misoon Bean Essence. These are both under 100 milliliters, so I can bring them in my carry-on. And I just like these every day because they're so light and they absorb basically immediately, so I can put them on right before makeup. And then the last skincare item is the Astera Auto Barrier Cream. It's literally my holy grail and basically the only cream that I trust to keep my skin hydrated during that really long flight. Then I also just pack a travel size of my Round Lab cleanser and then also a little spray bottle that I fill with my premium like hydrating toner. For skincare devices, I'm just bringing my Medicube HR Booster Pro and then also my Foreo facial cleansing device. For hair, I'm definitely planning on getting my hair done in China, but for now, I'm just bringing the Mise Unseen Perfect Hair Serum, a little travel size guy, and then also this was viral a few years ago. It's the Matomage hair styling stick. It's a little compact like hair wax and it just helps tame all of your flyaways. For scents, I'm bringing 2 travel sizes of my long-standing favorites, which are the Jo Malone Nectarine and Honey Blossom, and then also the Jo Malone Blackberry and Bay Cologne. These are just both so good and so refreshing. And then I have a new favorite, which is just this Tahua, which is peach blossom solid perfume that I got in China last time. It smells so good. I'm not sure what the brand is, but if anybody can find this, it smells amazing. This is what the main cabin of my backpack is looking like. I have all of my electronics in this pouch right here for your laptop, and then I just have my book and all my skincare things there. Some additional things that I like just putting in the main cabin for my flight are some face masks because my skin gets really dry up when we're up in the air. And then also I get really cold on the flight, so I like to bring these little warming heat packs, and I'll open one just to show you. But when you open it, it just looks like this, and you can just peel off the back adhesive part, and I like to stick it on my belly for when I'm flying just to keep myself warm. Then I also just like to bring a pair of compression socks so that my feet don't swell while I'm flying. And then I also just like bringing a pair of really soft, fuzzy socks so that I don't get cold while I'm flying either. My main compartment is also where I like to keep the bulkiest items, so I'll be putting my travel pillow in there and also my water bottle. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. So I also cannot leave the house, or I cannot leave on an international trip without Q-tips, because they're just perfect for cleaning up makeup. And also I'm one of those bad people that you don't want to be like, where every time I shower I like cleaning out the inside of my ear. It just feels so good. So I have to bring this pack of Q-tips. After putting all of that stuff in the main cabin, it's pretty full and my backpack is pretty heavy, but I can still put some more in here. For the second cabin, which is also just a really big compartment, it's where I like to put all my snackies inside. I haven't gone snack shopping yet, so I don't really have anything to put in there. But one thing that I always bring with me on my trips is yogis, because these are like little probiotic gummies with yogurt on the outside, and they taste so good. And I get constipated really easily when I travel, so I always just take these and they just kind of help my poop come out smoother. And I feel like they really make a difference. I just bring like 4 or 5 packs. And then I also love bringing these like lychee jelly like guotong because, well, I just like eating them, but also when I get my drink on the, when I get my airplane drink, I like to ask for a straw and then I put it into a little cup and then I just put this inside and I kind of crush it up with the straw and I pretend like I'm drinking boba. So for the smallest pocket in my backpack, that's where I like to keep everything that I want to have easily accessible. That's where I put my passports in. I have one passport that I use currently, and then one of them is just my Chinese visa, the keys to my house. And then I consolidate all of my cards into this compact little card holder. I have my credit cards on one side, my ID on the other side, and then I just have some other miscellaneous ones like my health insurance, all of my favorite lippies. And last thing, you guys, that I bring wherever I go, every time I travel to a foreign country is my mini baby pharmacy. Unfortunately, I have a really weak immune system and I get sick almost every time I go to a foreign country or like go somewhere where the climate is a little bit different than back home. I feel like this comes in super mega clutch, especially when I'm traveling to foreign countries because I'm not familiar with their pharmacy system and I don't speak the language. So I just like to use medicines that I'm familiar with. So some of the things that I make sure to bring with me every time is one, Zyrtec, because sometimes when I go to a foreign country, my allergies flare up, or if I have allergic reaction to something, I just take a Zyrtec and hopefully it goes down and I don't have to, go to the hospital. I get sick really easily, so I have Dayquil and I also have Robitussin. For any sort of pain or period cramps, I have ibuprofen and I have Tylenol. For other flu symptoms, I just have some mucus relief tablets. I have antidiarrheals, especially when I'm traveling Asia and I like to, eat the street food. I just have my everyday Lexapro here. And then this final one comes in so clutch for the plane ride. And also when you're trying to get over jet lag, I make sure to bring lots of melatonin with me. Okay, friends, now we've teleported to my bedroom. I'm gonna be packing my suitcases here. Basically, I just checked the weather forecast in Shanghai and it's gonna be pretty hot. So I'm gonna be packing for summer, which is definitely lighter than I was expecting. So I'm hoping to pack everything that I need into this little carry-on suitcase. And then I'm gonna put my carry-on suitcase inside of this bigger suitcase. And then I'm also gonna be putting this big duffel bag like suitcase into this one as well so that I can shop till I drop in Shanghai and I'll have enough luggage to bring everything back. And I don't usually do this when I go on more laid back vacations, but since I'm going to Shanghai and I know that it is like fashionista central, I'm gonna be planning out most of my outfits for while I'm there. Like, I know the baddies are gonna be so like big eyes, small face type. So I definitely don't want to slack for the outfits. I've been so into like gray, black, and white and neutral colors recently, just with more of a structured look. After much deliberation, this is what I narrowed it down to. This is the mess, but I'll show you guys what everything is. So I have 3 comfy tops and 2 comfy pants, along with 5 nicer tops and 4 nicer skirts. And along with that, I just have 1 kind of cover-up top. When traveling to a walkable city, footwear is super important. I think I'm gonna be walking like over 20K steps a day. So the shoes that I'm bringing are my super well-loved pairs of really broken in Birks. These are so comfortable and I know that I can walk like forever in them. And then also these tabbies that I just thrifted. I've been wearing these like almost every day ever since I got them and they are so comfortable. And you guys, I made sure that everything that I'm packing goes low-key with this new bag that I got. It's from Osui? I don't know how to pronounce it, don't come for me, but it's this adorable like osui bag, and it has a belt on it, which I think is adorable. And then I thought that everybody who was getting this bag was putting their own keys on it, but look, it comes with its own like osui like uncut key and an osui cut key that is super cute. So this is the main bag that I'm gonna be wearing. I'm finishing packing up my suitcase. I'm just gonna rapid fire through some like miscellaneous items that I like bringing with me on vacation. First is this Aloha collection like waterproof, smell-proof bag. I put all of my clean undies and clean socks in here, and then once I use them, they have like a waterproof pouch within a pouch. So there's a little zipper in here, and then I just open it and I put all of my used underwear and all my used socks in there so that they don't really cross-contaminate. Next, I got these last year when I was in Bangkok, but I've been loving using them even in LA. They're these body sheets. As an Asian that was not blessed with like the no body odor gene, I sweat so much and I start feeling like my BO coming on after I sweat through my first layer of deodorant. And especially in Asian countries, I find that their deodorant isn't strong enough. So I just like to carry around these body sheets. When you apply it on, it just kind of gives you like a cool minty sensation and helps you wipe away all of the sweat and grime that's been accumulating. And it just feels like really good and refreshing during the day. Also like bringing these kind of like body patches with me if I know that I'm gonna be walking like 20k steps a day, or if I'm gonna be doing a lot of physical activity. This is what they look like. They're just kind of like minty herbal pouches, and you put them on sore muscles. I like to put them like on the bottom of my feet like this while I go to sleep, and then when I wake up my feet just feel really refreshed. But you can honestly put them anywhere. After I go to the gym, I sometimes put them like on my back, or I sometimes put them just wherever I'm feeling really sore. I got them in Japan, but you can probably find them at your local like Japanese store, even online. It's called Hii Beautiful. I forgot to tell you guys, so this is something that I should have filmed during the carry-on section, but I always bring baby wipes with me wherever I go now, because I realize that I'm just that type of shitter. And after I poop, when I wear thongs, after I poop, I really want to make sure that there's no like, you know, leftover residue. So I always go in after like a wipe with the normal dry wipe. I go in and I wipe with a baby wipe just to make sure that there's no residue. And then lastly, I usually use the Dyson like air straight to straighten my hair, but I found that it only works in America for some reason. Like it can detect when you're in a foreign country even when you use the American surge protectors. So whenever I go on vacation, I always just bring my normal hair straightener. And it's also good because if your clothes are a little bit wrinkly, you can just double it as like an iron. That's basically everything. It's only Tuesday and I leave on Saturday, so I'm gonna leave my makeup to pack later, but I'll show you how everything fits into my little carry-on. Wow, you guys. As a non-type A personality, I feel like I packed so early. It's only Tuesday and my flight is on Saturday. But basically, that's how I packed everything that I need for my 2-week trip to China into one big suitcase, and I will have 3 suitcases hopefully coming back. I'll have this one, my carry-on that I packed inside, and then I also have the duffel bag. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. That was so sweet of you. I love you, and I'll see you in my China vlog.